Okay, so I figured I'd make a video showing you how to transfer your PlayStation 2 games over to your soft-modded fat PlayStation 2's hard drive. So to do this, you will obviously need a soft-modded fat PlayStation 2 with a network adapter and the hard drive. You'll also need an Ethernet cable and a USB flash drive. You will also need these, actually not Half-Life, these files from sksapps.com, and this is HD loader itself, which is used to play the games off of the hard drive, and this is HDL-X, which is used to transfer the games over from your computer to your PlayStation 2 over an Ethernet cable. Okay, what you're first going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and change some settings on your local area network adapter. So actually just hold the Win button and hit R, and then type ncpa.cpl and run that. I'm going to expand this here, and this is where the Ethernet cable going from my PlayStation 2 is plugged in, my local area connection. So I'm going to want to right click that and go to Properties. Then I'm going to go down here where it says Internet Protocol version 4, and then click Properties. And then what you're going to want to do is make sure your settings match mine for this. So IP address 192.168.0.1, subnet mask, default gateway. I'll just make sure they match because that's what you're going to want them to be. And once you're done that, you can go ahead and apply the settings and exit out. And I'll go ahead and exit out of here. And once you're done that, you're going to want to go over to sksapps.com and download HDL-X 0.8.3 and HDL loader 0.8c. I'll go ahead and put the links in the description, or I'll just go ahead and archive these and upload them to Dropbox or something. Either way, I'll put a link for you to download them in the description. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go over to your USB flash drive. And as you can see, I've already copied these into my flash drive, the hdloader.elf and hdldserver.elf. And once you've done that, you can go ahead and unplug your flash drive from your computer and plug it into your PlayStation 2. Okay, once you're at this menu, you're just going to want to go to ulaunch elf. And from there, you're going to want to find, go to file browser actually. And it's not reading here we go, this is the USB flash drive I have right here that I just plugged in. This is one that I've hardwired in there internally, but we're going to not really mind that right now. What we're going to do is we're going to want to go ahead and we're going to want to hit X to mark each file, hit R1 to go to the menu, and copy them over to wherever you want to. Like I said, I have a USB flash drive hardwired to the PlayStation 2. Normally I just copy them over here, which you can see I've done, but if you don't have that, or if you don't keep a USB flash drive plugged into your PlayStation 2, you just copy them over to your memory card. So R1 and then go ahead and paste them. Alright, and once you've done that, you want to go over and go to your PlayStation 2's network settings. So go to miscellaneous, then over to configure. From there, you're going to want to scroll down to network settings and make sure again that your settings match mine right here. And then once you've done that, just save to memory card and return, then hit OK. And now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start the HDL-Dump server, which you just go to file browser, go to wherever you copied and pasted these guys right here, and start hdldserver.elf. Sorry about that. I had to go ahead and switch over and record the PlayStation 2 through Composite because for some reason this screen isn't picked up when it's running through my other capture device, probably because the resolution is so low. Either way, here you can see that it says HDLD server, yada yada, and it says ready. Now once it says ready, you're ready to go over to back to your computer and open up the HDL-X folder and run hdl-dum.exe. From here, you're going to want to make sure that your networking server is at 192.168.0.200. And from there, you go ahead and click attach. And hopefully it'll go ahead and read your PlayStation 2's hard drive. Now, I've noticed that if I move around my PlayStation 2, the hard drive will actually disconnect from the adapter. That's kind of because of the hard drive I kind of had to jerry-rig it, but if it's not reading it, go ahead and take out your network adapter and make sure the hard drive is attached properly. And from there, we'll go ahead and add the game that we want to transfer over to the PlayStation 2. So you can see here that you can choose to add a game from your optical drive, but we're going to add an ISO file that I've downloaded, and that's Half-Life. So that's on desktop, Half-Life, and here's the ISO. And I've chosen a small file because it actually does take a pretty long time to transfer. Okay, you can see here that it says CD-ROM and DVD-ROM. That's because some PlayStation 2 games came on a CD-ROM and some came on a DVD-ROM based on the size of the game. So you're going to want to make sure that you've selected CD-ROM or DVD-ROM correctly based on the game that you're transferring over. And I'm going to name it. And from here you have all these settings right here. Generally it's safe to leave them alone. But if you are transferring over Soul Calibur 2, obviously you're going to want this. Slow hard drive access, I read, is for games that depend on the read speed of the DVD drive. And I wouldn't really worry too much about any of these other things unless you transfer over your game and it actually does not work. From there may be some kind of special setting that particular game has to have checked in order to run on the hard drive. But every single game that I've transferred over, I haven't had to check any of these settings to get it to run. It just run off the bat. So from there, you're just going to want to go ahead and click install. And like I said, this actually does take a little while. So I'm going to go ahead and cut back to this when it's done. Alright, so when it's done transferring, it's just going to go ahead and put you right back here, so you can go ahead and exit out of HDL dumb, and then you can go over to your PlayStation 2 and play the game by running HDL loader. Alright, and I have HD loader set up so it displays on my main FreeMac boot screen, but you probably won't, so you go ahead over to uLaunch ELF and launch it from there. So go to Circle for File Browser, then go to wherever you saved the .elf file. HDL loader right here, and just open that up, and here's a list of the PlayStation 2 games you have installed, and here you can see I have Half-Life 2, and I'm going to go over and just play. Alright, as you can see, it's running just fine. So if you have any questions, just go ahead and put them in the comments, and thanks for watching.